Hi there, I'm Ajit Navlaka, and today I'm answering some of the most important questions and most common questions I've received from you about how coaching businesses could work for you or does it work for you, and some of the most important questions that have come around this particular quest. First question that I get is I have never really worked with a business, I've never really built a business. Can I still coach businesses? Well, I understand the question and I also understand the dilemma because I was at that place at one point, right? I had never really built a business from ground up. I'd supported businesses, I'd worked in businesses, but I had not built a business. What I had done was I had understood what makes businesses work in a way. But when I reached out for the first time, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if I'll be able to get a result for a client. I didn't know what works, what doesn't work. What I did know is that anything that you want to get good at, you have to get started in it. And that's really what my narrative was when I decided that, hey, there is a tremendous amount of opportunity of number of businesses that can and want to use help, but there's not enough help available. You see, most certified coaches tend to go to big old corporations and work with big old corporations. And there's about 129 million small and mid-sized companies that really could use help and are willing to pay for it, and really, really well, up to $1,000 an hour. Because a good coaching session for them could make or break their business, could lead them to one path to become a large enterprise. Which is why I ask myself the question of, do I want to get good at this? And if I want to get good at this, who's the best training, or where is the best training that's available? How can I take all of those training and then create my own system that works every single time, even if I don't know anything about that particular business? So in coaching businesses, I'm not just giving you, hey, here are the 5 playbooks and that's all you get to use. No, what I'm doing is I'm giving you the foundation to create your playbook, and I'm also giving you a playbook for most common scenarios that you'll encounter as you work with small and mid-sized companies. So is coaching business right for you even if you have never built a business or have ever worked with a business? Well, it is, because it will show you exactly what's needed as a coach to be able to show up for these businesses powerfully and create results for them really quickly. Another question that I get is, how is coaching businesses different to rest of the programs that are available out in the market? Well, I evaluated a lot of business coaching programs and I found, firstly, most of them really leaned on certifications, which means you had to spend months after months to even get started in these programs. Secondly, what I found is most of them were very theoretical. They only would talk about some arbitrary theory rooted in psychology, as if you are becoming a psychologist, not a coach. And that really kind of disturbed me a little bit, because I was like, listen, yes, it's important to know psychology, and yes, it would be great to get some certification around it, but is that really what creates results immediately? You see, after working with many CEOs, many founders, what I've found is the one thing they don't have is time. They don't have time to sit with you for hours and hours and ponder on 1 or 2 questions. What they do have time for is results, things that will move and create shift immediately and will help them get the result really quickly. See, working with businesses is different than working with most individuals. A person that has a business is already committed. They're already some level of confident. They're already looking to create more wealth than they have currently. They're already doing something that's extraordinary. So if that is the scenario, you're working with a very unique type of individual. And when you're working that type of individual, you don't have to sometimes jump over the hoops that you would need with somebody else who has never built a business or has never taken such a courageous step, that is to risk their life savings and their careers on something that they don't even know will work or not, right? It's a different level of courage that an entrepreneur or a business owner has. And because of that, there's a different speed of results that you can drive with them. So how is Coaching Business Quest different than any other program that you may have taken around business coaching? It's because it's rooted in the understanding of the people who create businesses. It is not arbitrary, theoretical, for hours and hours trying to lean into concepts that entrepreneurs really wouldn't care for. What they care for is results, and this program is designed to get you through the theory really fast so you can get to the results really quickly. We also took the time to take away that uncertainty of how really can you have a coaching session, a coaching agreement that can create those results consistently. We actually, in the last week of the quest, take the time to show you exactly how to structure your coaching sessions, how to follow up on those coaching sessions, how to really keep the entrepreneurs aligned to the vision that they had for the coaching session in a way where you will always tend to re-enroll all the clients that you work with. And that is really powerful about business coaching. If you can create tangible results, which honestly businesses are going to hire you for, they will tend to re-enroll with you again and again and again. So what we've done is we've made Coaching Businesses Quest very practical instead of theoretical. We have the theory that you need to know, but it's very practical, so you can actually make use of the theory in practical application. So one of the questions that we got was, what if I'm a life coach or a health coach or a relationship coach, a love coach? Does this work for me? Will this be helpful to me? In a way, yes, because firstly, it's rooted into a philosophy that's a coaching philosophy, so you can use it in any scenario whatsoever. Of course, the later modules, so starting week 3 onwards, is more specific and designed for you being able to coach businesses, but just the first 2 weeks are already extremely useful for you in your existing practice. Also, I want to invite you to think about a little broader dimension to any type of coaching that you're doing. See, you're a coach, period. You can use your life coaching skills in businesses, and you can use your business coaching skills in life. It is not really that hard to cross over a little bit. So if you are somebody who's looking to find a new methodology, looking for a methodology that can really be the underlying philosophy that you use for coaching anybody, Coaching Businesses could be that. You see, we design coaching businesses in a way that you could have formal business training or not have formal business training and still be able to use the program to be able to create results with your clients, which meant we had to root it into a philosophy that is understandable irrespective of what your background is, which is why you could use that philosophy, you could use those tools and change context to be able to translate it to your life coaching practice or your relationship coaching practice or your love coaching practice. Or you can have your life coaching, health coaching, relationship coaching practice and also start a business coaching practice that allows you to engage with businesses in a different capacity. So yes, Coaching Businesses could help you in your existing practice, but it could also show you a whole new dimension of working with things. Another question that has come to us is, what if I've never coached before? I've never coached before, I'm just getting started. Will this work for me? I want to tell you a story. You see, like all of us at some point, and I'm guessing you're feeling, if this is the question you're asking yourself, probably this is the feeling that you're going through, is you feel like, I want to do this, but I don't know if I'm qualified. I don't know if I'll be able to do a good job. And all of us want to do a good job, right? All of us want to, when we commit to something, we want to produce great results. We don't want to over-promise and under-deliver. Yeah, we always want to over-deliver, especially people who are heart-centered like us, right? And because of that, it kind of puts us into this challenge of always being in a state of self-doubt. We're always wondering, is this good enough? Will this be good enough? Am I doing the right thing? And because of that, we constantly hold ourselves back. We constantly go, maybe not right now. Maybe not this. Maybe something else. Or maybe I will wait it out. Maybe let me get some experience. Maybe let me do this for free first. Or reasons that we come up with just to tell ourselves a different narrative so we don't take action towards what is scaring us. All right. I was fortunate that very early on in life, I started working with coaches myself and trainers myself. And they always kind of showed me the mirror every single time I would get into that state of self-doubt and say, hey, listen, you see what is happening right now, right? You can see that you are just creating this narrative so you don't have to take action and hence you don't have to fail and you don't have to feel like you're not good enough, right? You're always falling back onto something that is a narrative that has been established because of something else that happened in life and that didn't work out, right? And because of that, fortunately, early on, I learned to move towards my fear instead of move away from my fear. Now, why am I telling you this story? Is because right now, if you are thinking about, oh, I'm just getting started, is this the right quest for me? Is this the right program for me? It is probably very likely that you are actually being scared of something. You may actually be fearful of something. You may actually be comparing yourself to something. It could be any of those reasons, and all of those reasons are valid and true, but at the same point in time, they are not valid and untrue, right? Because yes, you're feeling those feelings, but those feelings are just that, they're feelings. They're not the truth about you. The truth about all human beings is that we are greater than our greatest fears. You see, when fear shows up in our life, we have the opportunity of making a commitment. We have an opportunity of saying, okay, I am getting scared of this thing, but at the same point in time, what is beyond this fear? Once I cross this, what's beyond that? That's exciting. And what I want to do is I want to get to that exciting, so I don't have to feel small all the time because of my fear. I don't have to shrink myself because I'm so scared of what's going to happen. You can get past that and you can go, oh, that excitement. I want to commit to that excitement. I want to invite you to commit yourself to that excitement, because here's what's going to happen. Committing to the excitement is going to give you courage. And because you'll find that courage in you, because of that commitment out there, you're going to take action. And because you'll take action, you'll take courageous action towards taking this program or taking action of calling somebody, having an interaction, whatever that may be. But taking that courageous action will get you to create some result, right? And now that you have that result as a narrative in your mind, positive or negative, and the association you have with that, you'll be able to say, okay, I have a positive result here, because you have that narrative. You go, this is the positive narrative that I really want as the outcome. And you take that positive narrative, and now you go, all right, I have this positive narrative. That actually increases your confidence. That increases your capability. You suddenly go, oh, I can take this action, get this result. I have a new capability now. My mind is open to a whole new dimension. Say, for example, you take this quest, you take the Coaching Businesses quest, and what happens is suddenly you have these 20 different tools that you can take to companies. Some of these tools you're using on yourself. You're like, oh my God, I have so much confidence in being able to work with companies. You're going to go out, your dimensions are wide, right? Your courage is increased, your confidence is increased. You'll go out, you'll actually start working with companies. You'll see results with these companies. As you see results with these companies, you'll have more courage and you'll have more confidence. And as you have more courage and more confidence, you will go, oh, I can work with more companies. And sooner than later, you will find that you are working with companies and you become a business coach, right? That is what happened for me. I took courageous action towards saying, that's the excitement I want to live in. I don't want to give in to my fear. I don't want to feel small. I don't want to feel not good enough. What I want to feel is that excitement of being able to work with somebody and create amazing results. To be able to empower somebody and see the company completely transform. I love that. And I would love that for you. So my short answer is, if you are feeling like, hey, I've never coached with a company, I don't know I'm good enough for this, I don't know if this will work out for me, is the very few things in life that we have figured out without taking action. I invite you to take action for the sake of taking action, for seeing if it'll work out or not. There is a small deposit that you have to make for it. It's a few $100s. And that deposit is actually fully refundable. It's really that simple. So you're really not risking anything. You are simply risking the opportunity of actually making progress or not, right? So I invite you to take the opportunity of taking action, because I know once you take action in this quest, we'll expand your confidence, we'll expand your courage, and we will create even better results for you than you've ever seen before in your coaching practice. Or if you're starting your coaching practice, I am pretty confident that it will help you get started in the right way and get results for your clients. With that, I invite you into courage. I invite you to take action. I invite you to go and give Coaching Businesses Quest a try. Thank you very much for watching.